Welcome to UK Voices 22. Meghan Markle has been called many things: disruptor, reformer, victim, diva, but now, she's carrying a new title: the woman who humiliated herself beyond repair, burning the last bridge she had left with the royal family. For years, she positioned herself as the voice of truth against the monarchy, selling her story to Hollywood and American talk shows. But according to palace insiders and industry executives, Meghan's relentless push for fame didn't just backfire. It reached a breaking point so severe that senior royals allegedly said, "This is the final straw. There's no coming back from this." Now, imagine this: a duchess who once stood next to the late Queen Elizabeth II, celebrated as part of a new modern royal couple, now reduced to headlines branding her a grifter, a liability, and most humiliating of all, a fading star whose own Hollywood allies are retreating. What happened between the glittering promise of 2018 and the humiliation of today? And why does this latest scandal hit harder than Oprah, Netflix, or Spotify combined? That's where this story spirals into territory Meghan herself could never have scripted, a scandal so explosive that not even her most loyal defenders are willing to stand beside her. The cracks in Meghan's carefully curated image started long before this final humiliation. Her Oprah interview may have shocked the world, but palace sources later called it the bombshell riddled with half-truths. While Meghan painted herself as a victim of royal cruelty, insiders quietly pointed out contradictions that weakened her credibility. But here's the twist: rather than backing away after the criticism, Meghan doubled down. In Hollywood, she leveraged the royal brand to secure deals with Netflix, Spotify, and Penguin Random House. At first, the deals were seen as proof that Meghan and Harry could thrive outside the monarchy. But behind the scenes, frustration was brewing. Executives expected groundbreaking, original content. Instead, they got recycled royal grievances, stories already told, and a product lacking substance. The result? Public humiliation. Spotify executives didn't just cancel her deal, they branded Harry and Meghan as grifters. That word became a stain, repeated across headlines worldwide, marking the Sussexes as opportunists rather than innovators. Still, Meghan wasn't finished. In what insiders now call her most desperate play yet, Meghan attempted to reinsert herself into royal coverage in the UK. Reports suggest she orchestrated her own press strategy during a high-profile royal event, planning to eclipse William and Kate with her own media narrative. But it backfired spectacularly. Emails and leaked memos revealed her team had begged for positive coverage, painting her not as a regal figure, but as a desperate celebrity clinging to relevance. British tabloids had a field day, exposing her plan and leaving Meghan looking more humiliated than ever. And yet, the humiliation deepened. Meghan's attempt to position herself as a global humanitarian through staged appearances at charity events rang hollow, with critics pointing out the contrast between her luxury lifestyle and her self-promotion. Even American late-night comedians, once sympathetic, began mocking her. Punchlines about grifters, royal wannabes, and Hollywood rejects began surfacing in monologues. For Meghan, who carefully controlled her image, this was devastating. But the true final straw, the moment the royals declared her irredeemable, was her reckless handling of a private royal communication. Reports indicate Meghan allegedly leveraged sensitive correspondence for personal gain, hoping to strengthen her narrative and secure new opportunities. When this was exposed, the palace responded with quiet fury. No statements were issued, but insiders claim the decision was made: Meghan Markle would never again be trusted, welcomed, or acknowledged as part of the institution. The monarchy was closing ranks, erasing her from its future. And now we reach the moment you've been waiting for, the final humiliation that sealed Meghan's fate. Her decision to exploit private royal correspondence wasn't just a lapse in judgment. It was proof, to the royals and to Hollywood alike, that she would cross any line for attention and profit. The monarchy responded not with noise, but with silence, the most powerful weapon at its disposal. By freezing her out completely, they ensured Meghan could no longer use her title or connections as leverage. At the same time, her Hollywood empire collapsed. Spotify dropped her. Netflix cut projects. Executives, once dazzled by the idea of a modern royal couple, now saw them as toxic. Without the palace's mystique and without Hollywood's backing, Meghan was left stranded. Even loyal supporters online began questioning her narrative, noting the inconsistencies, the constant contradictions, and the relentless self-promotion. This is why her humiliation is beyond repair. Unlike past controversies, there's no apology, no PR stunt, no glossy cover shoot that can fix this. Meghan's greatest weapon, her ability to control the story, has collapsed. The royals are stronger, united in their rejection of her tactics, and Hollywood has moved on. For Meghan Markle, once the world's most watched woman, irrelevance is the ultimate punishment. And that's the truth, the final straw wasn't just a scandal. It was the moment Meghan lost both the crown and the camera. A duchess without a kingdom, and now, a celebrity without an audience.